The year was 2006. Italy had just won the World Cup in Germany, the Finnish band Lordi had just won Eurovision Song Contest, Queen Elizabeth II had just celebrated her 80th birthday, and of course, the new generation of consoles has just been released with PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Many incredible games that live rent-free in our heads were released that year. Gears of War, Bully, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Splinter Cell Double Agent, Rainbow Six Vegas, and Eragon. Knowing that in 2006 half this audience probably weren't even born makes me feel older than the herniated discs in my spine. So it's time to revisit some incredible games of yesteryear, and our first choice, Call of Duty 3. Call of Duty 3 was released on the 7th of November 2006, 18 years ago. It released on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox, Xbox 360 and the Nintendo Wii. Developed by Treyarch and published by Activision, this Call of Duty, like all others, sold incredibly well. The highest earned Metacritic for this game was 83, and my personal Retro Realm Critic score of 80, making Call of Duty a very good game for 2006. Now, Call of Duty games always had a real impact when it came to showing the sacrifice and the impact of war. More importantly, the messages in why we fight, and at a time in which the young, old, brave and scared were all called up in a time of need. These clips were always a great setup into that time. Call of Duty 3 opens, like all others, the classic training. Shoot the targets and test your baseball arm by throwing a grenade into the door of a barn. You are then thrust into combat as Private Nichols on the outskirts of St. Lo. The one thing immediately that comes to mind when playing this game, as soon as you start, the noises, the explosions, everything, much like Medal of Honor Frontlines and Medal of Honor Rising Sun, it gives you the impact of war. I think a lot of the new Call of Duty games miss out on this impact so much. The historical guns, instead of having crazy colours and skins everywhere, just good old-fashioned MP40 or good old-fashioned Thompson. Nice to have a knife on these games as well, but nothing sometimes beats a good old just melee clobber and a dislocated neck on a sofa. Really good as well. You get these little scenes where a guy will come out and try and attack you. You have to break it. It's a really cool little action sequence, especially from a game from 2006. You can see his yellow teeth from here. You get to spot targets in this game by holding the binoculars and then telling the tank where to fire. Oh, he blew him to hell. See how badly the grenades can do as well. You get the little timer for the tick instead of just waiting on time in general. Bodies do go ragdoll. Always throw a grenade in their hideout. Boom, boom! Oh, you just see his arms hanging over the air. I can see your bold spot, sir. The one complaint I will have about this game is so far, unless I'm being an absolute idiot, is the game doesn't have a sprint. And yet again, immediately into the second mission makes it feel like a war zone. Much like the opening to Medal of Honor Frontline. I always find with older Call of Duty games as well, you think you've killed everyone, and there's always one or two guys in the corner who haven't fired a shot, and they just turn up at the wrong moment and kill you. And yet again, it's another climb to the finish designed area, all reminiscent of the beaches of Normandy, of course, going up the beach. And of course, you get a lovely quote when you die. That was odd. They were all just standing still completely. Okay, there is a tank to the right. Tanks back in Call of Duty 3 and World at War as well really did have just a dark energy about them where you didn't want to mess with a tank at all. I feel like in modern Call of Duty games and or Battlefield games, you feel like you can run up to a tank directly and kind of mess with it. But in these older Call of Duty games, you really feared the tank. We've got a different kind of mission here, which kind of wants you to be a bit more stealthy. Whereas we're probably more down the Call of Duty route of stealth, which is, however, a grenade to a bonfire seems to do a good job. Showcasing our new gun as well, the Sten, which is pretty damn cool. And we found the Jeep. When I used to play Call of Duty 3 on the Nintendo Wii, this mission was a blast. I can toggle the view as well. From the first person to the first person. I personally prefer first person, but it is nice to have the option of a chase cam, especially if you want to see everybody. Everyone's body moving side to side. I feel like you put a dance number in here. Classic Call of Duty as well. Time to arm bombs. This one's quite clever though, especially on the Wii when you had to move the controllers in different directions to actually arm a bomb. Whoa! There's a lot of people down this corridor. Corridor of a trench. In the heels, son. I just hear Germans screaming. Like Oktoberfest. And pull the pin, and there is 3 cannons destroyed. Flak 88's done. Checkpoint reached. Finally got to the point in the game where you're actually on a turret, on a tank. All of these ants will fall to my boot. One thing I've noticed about this game is the screen shake is set to migraine level. And we have our new gun, the Bren. Got more of these flat cannons here. We just grenade the hell out of them. Or getting shot at. I feel like the Bren gives you aimbot. It's very good. Very good. Are those going to explode or have they exploded? Okay, my question has been answered. You've got gunners on either side of these warehouses. You have to move slowly across here. Smoke grenades are a great idea. After the fog, where are all the guys? Okay, there's one. And there's 2. Clean out these buildings. Alright. Time to charge on the southeast entrance. Or all the entrances here. There's 3. Once again, I remember this on the Nintendo Wii. Wait for the kaboom. Oh yeah. 2 more. Finally, we get the Panzerschreck. Blow up the Panzer. Sorry. We're back with the French now. Pierre Laroche, and we've got our Lee Enfield. Classic rifle of the time. It was just threw a grenade immediately. What psychopathic... I mean, it is the Nazis. Answered that myself, didn't I? Only a Nazi would immediately throw a grenade. Got to Lee Enfield them up close. That's the issue here. I feel like this is Modern Warfare now, and quickscoping is a thing. Yeah, I'll go back to the Sten. The Sten's just a lot easier for this game. I feel like I've heard more German shouting in the last 10 minutes than the entire rest of the game combined. Oh my god, that's probably why. There are so many men in this little office. The sausage fest in here. Come on, guys. I feel like Isabella has the worst graphics on her compared to the rest of the guys. Her hands are also like 3 sizes too big for her wrists. The world's worst iron sight. Just fire in the general direction and that'll do her. At least there's no like overheating. You can just keep this held down the entire way. Oh no, it's overheated. It just doesn't tell you how much or when it will. They're all on the stairs. They're all on the stairs. Where are they coming from? They just keep popping up out of nowhere. They're definitely spawning like out of the blue. I have killed so many guys. Someone in the comments will say, fun fact, in Call of Duty 3, spawns were infinite. They just kept going. The good news is if you start planting the charge, enemies will stop shooting at you. They're like, let him finish. Let him finish. Oh, you know as soon as I'm going to enter this office, there's going to be a bunch of guys. Another sausage fest. The MP40 is an incredible gun, but it might be the least accurate of Call of Duty 3. I say that when on close range, it's fine. If someone's hiding behind a desk and just showing their head, for some reason it just doesn't like hitting their head. With a hip fire. Now that's something better. Oh, sorry, sir. Oh. As soon as I'm finished with my bomb. Gun's jammed. His gun's jammed. Enter combat scene. It's always a struggle with the gun in the center. You're going down. This is like the Team America fight at the start. I'm gonna knock him off. Go slow-mo. You can see his stubble. And his scream of death. Oh, did he just bounce? I think he bounced on his neck. Get down the stairs, Doyle. It's like, where were you? You were right there. While I was here, under duress for a good, what? 35 to 40 seconds? Worst guys ever, man. I'm sorry, people. Oh. Definitely did its job. And of course, the pinnacle of Call of Duty games. The tank missions. We have a main cannon and we have a machine gun. Here we go. Mow them down. Mow them down. Oh, it's still satisfying 18 years later. Now we're taking on other tanks as well. Why are they shooting just me? There's 2 other tanks here, boyo. Hit them. There you go. 2 shots and they're down. 4 more tanks. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. Black Baron is hungry. This is a lot of guys. Machine gun on the guys. Machine gun on the guys and cannon on the tanks. Oh man, am I dead here? I'm dead there. I got too far forward. Tank down. Revenge is sweet. 1 more over here. The coward runs. Right, we've got to get Richter. Richter's tank. Oh, did I disable him already? Disabled 1 of them. There's a couple here. I'm in the open. Just keep shooting. Who the fuck is hitting me now? I don't know how this tank was shooting me around a building, to be honest with you. He's dead now. I have to cut through the church. And there's a tank. Look, he's got aimbot. But he is down now. I nearly got destroyed 5 times, but it's fine. Don't know where the rest of my platoon have gone. What the frickiny frick? Here he is on the left. I hope my guys are coming with me. Whatever his tank is made of, I want it. Yeah, we got him. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know any games you love that you'd like to see in the comments below. Like the video if you did enjoy it, and smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Retro Realm. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.